Welcome to the Prep Zone. My name is Grant Yenny, and tonight we're here at Mandeville High School as the Northshore High Lady Panthers travel to take on the Mandeville High Lady Skippers here in what is arguably the district championship matchup. Mandeville started off rocky but has righted the ship. They only have one loss in district to this Northshore team. Northshore returned everyone from last year, and they've been playing stellar ball. They're one of the top-ranked teams in the state. So we'll see what happens tonight. I spoke with both coaches moments ago. Let's hear what they had to say and get to the action. Pre-game with Coach Lendelo. Coach, it was supposed to be a rebuilding year. Lost a lot of starters last year, new head coach, but you're playing for the district championship tonight. How special is that?
It's pretty great. I'm glad these girls have this opportunity. Our young kids have really stepped up this year, and our older ones have been the ultimate leaders and really brought them up to the varsity level quickly. And so I can't thank them enough for their hard work. They've earned it.
And you've seen Northshore before, that your only loss in district. What's it going to take to beat them tonight?
We're definitely going to have to pass and serve consistently. We've been working a lot on blocking and making sure that we're getting a decent block in front of their hitters. They definitely have a few that can take some big swings. So if we can slow them down at the net and control things on our side with passing and serving, we're going to have a good fight.
Pre-game with Coach Davis. Coach, the district championship tonight, you guys against Mandeville. What are you telling your girls coming into this matchup tonight?
1 point at a time and play every point like it's your last. I mean, we still have a few more matches to go, but every match in our district tonight is for us. Every match after this one is for district, because we both have one loss. The next loss could be it. That's for second place.
And last time you guys played Mandeville, you won it, so you've seen them before. What's it going to take to beat a team like Mandeville tonight?
Same attitude last time. Play hard, play every point like it's your last, and just go all out all the time.
Michaela Bidwell serving to start off this matchup. This one for the district championship, Mandeville and Northshore. And the first serve goes out of bounds. Well out of bounds past that back line. So first point goes to the Northshore Lady Panthers as Carly Mary, a senior who's gotten significant playing time since she was a freshman for Coach Davis. Mary serves that one over. The jump serve gets there. Anderson with the dig. And Gabby Oos puts this one over. Set up and over and out of reach of both Anderson and Berthaud. She hit it right in between them. It fell to the ground. Out of reach, so 2-0. Northshore leads. Carly Mary continuing to serve, and as I mentioned in pregame, the last time these two teams met, Northshore won the match. Here's Solange trying to tip it over. Set outside, Madeline Vollenweider. She puts a lot of power on that one. Taylor Pierce able to hit it up. That'll be a fourth hit. So a point awarded to the Northshore Lady Panthers. Madeline Vollenweider gets so much power behind those hits when she swings. So 3-0. And into the net, Carly Mary's service, the unforced service errors. 3-1, Mandeville is on the board. Berthaud back to serve for the Lady Skippers. Berthaud, service over, Kaluta is there. Popped up, Mary has to hit it from beyond the attack line, sends it over. Sadie Gomez at the net. And Vollenweider. Berthaud with the dig. The big hit from the freshman, Taylor Pierce at the net. They say it hit the antenna. So that'll be 4-1, Northshore leading here in the first set. Taylor Pierce has been stellar as a freshman for the Lady Skippers this season, but that time swinging and hitting the antenna. Service over from Kristen Fogan. Songe to Pierce, blocked. Put it right back down on her as Alicia Fleming and Amanda Giardina with the block. Giardina, a Tulane commit. She'll sign soon, the signing period in November. 5-1, Northshore leads. Solange at the net, tips it over. Mary. Here's Annalise Vollenweider, and that hit off of the hand of Victoria Songe. So Annalise Vollenweider with the kill. 6-1, Northshore out to a very quick lead here at Mandeville High School. Checking into the game for the Lady Skippers is Hannah Dossat, a freshman. There's a lot of freshmen who get reps for Coach Lendelo's team. I believe 4 of them. There's Dossat, Sadie Gomez, and the kill as Fogan couldn't handle it and pass it back into play. 6-2, North Shore leads, and Victoria Sanj, a senior, back to serve for the Lady Skippers. Katie Johnson, another senior, checked into the game. There's Giardina setting outside to Annalise Vollenweider. Pierce tipped over, and the point goes as Kaluta couldn't get there in time. 6-3 as Skippers look to battle back. They're down 3 here in the first set. Giardina outside Annalise Vollenweider into the net, but Kaluta was there. Giardina was trying to make a play, but Mary was in her way. She couldn't get around to make the play. That'll be another point for the Lady Skippers. North Shore still leads 6-4. Sanj service over Fogan, pops that one up. Here's Mary beyond the attack line. And that one was just popped back over by Bidwell as she kind of put her arms up in self-defense. And the power sent it right back over to North Shore, and they weren't prepared for it. So now Mandeville's within 1 of tying this one up, set outside to Annalise Vollenweider, and this one will go into the Skipper bench area. Good hustle from Taylor Pierce coming outside, but you have to play it safe. 7-5. North Shore leads the Lady Skippers. Service coming from Kaluta. Johnson. Here's Johnson. Giardina outside to Vollenweider, big hit, and off the fingertips of Michaela Bidwell. 8-5. Bidwell, a sophomore. That's something that we also talked about in pregame with Coach Lindelof, is this team's very young. They lost a lot of seniors last year, but the young players have handled themselves quite well here in district play. Giardina up, Mary, big hit, that's in, right on the back right corner of the court. Good placement there from the senior captain. And North Shore leads 9-5 here in the first set. Kaluta, service over, Berthaud is there, Sanj setting Gomez to the floor. Laser shot right past North Shore's team, straight to the ground, to kill for Sadie Gomez. 9-6. North Shore leading. And the freshman Taylor Pierce is up to serve. Pierce got a lot of forward spin on that one. Here's Giardina setting back to Mary. Pierce kind of hit off of her forearms. Another one of those situations where she just kind of put her hands up in self-defense. So 10-6. North Shore leading by 4 here in the first. Giardina, service over. Sanj back set to Johnson at the net. Vollenweider popping it up, and here's Vollenweider outside to the floor. Kill for the senior captain, Annalise Vollenweider, as Layla Phillips and Renee Berthaud couldn't get there in time. North Shore leads 11-6. Giardina over Berthaud, popping it way up there close to the ceiling. Phillips blocked down, and they say it was out. No, the officials overrule. And Coach Lindelof talking to the official here on the near sideline. But the line judge called it out. The officials overruled them. And now we have a timeout on the floor. So here in the first set, North Shore leads 12-6. The Ric Flair woos coming from the North Shore crowd as they're hyped up. They have a 6-point lead, and the serve goes into the net from Amanda Giardina. As North Shore leads now 12-7, and Grace Russell checks into the game for the Lady Skippers. Russell serving. Sends that one over, too much on it. Sails out past the back line. 13-7. Russell comes back out. Sanj checks in. 13-7 here in the first. Annalise Vollenweider with the serve over. Sanj popping it up outside to Johnson. Tips it over, but she hit the antenna there. So that's out, and another point awarded to North Shore. 14-7 here in the first. Vollenweider continuing to serve. Service over. Berthaud pops this one up. Here's Pierce. And outside, Layla Phillips punching this one over. And that's out of bounds. Another point for the North Shore Lady Panthers. 15-7 here in the first. And Vollenweider continuing to serve. That one just clears the net. And Sanj sends that one up and down. 16-7. And Coach Lindelof will take another timeout as North Shore leads 16-7 here in the first. Annalise Vollenweider continuing to serve after Mandeville called that timeout, looking to clean it up. They're down 16-7, and that one to the floor. Kill for Gabby Ooze, a freshman, another one of the freshmen getting significant playing time for Coach Lindelow's squad. You have, looking down the roster, 4 freshmen, Ashlyn Anderson, Taylor Pierce, Gabby Ooze, and Hannah Dossat, all getting significant playing time on the varsity squad. Outside set to Madeline Vollenweider, and good job by Phillips getting that one back up. Normally when she gets a clean hit on it, it's hard to return. Here's Vollenweider tipping this one over, and that's in. Right on the line over there on that far sideline. 17-8. Back to serve is Cameron Clark, a junior, and Taylor Pierce gets that one as it looked like it was going to be hitting the line. From beyond the back line there, Berthaud sending the free ball over. Giardina up, Mary, big hit, but Anderson returns. Anderson was able to pop it back up, and looked to like Sanj lost it in the lights. And the ball came down, and she barely got a hold of it, and it hit the ground. 18-8, a 10-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Here's Sanj setting outside to Phillips. The big hit, and this one coming up by us and bouncing off of our broadcast area here in the bleachers on the near sideline. We're on the side with the player benches. So 18-9. Bidwell serving once again. This one forward spin to it. Mary beyond the attack line, Annalise. Here's Sanj setting outside to Pierce. Big hit. You could hear the crack from it. Here's Mary. Sanj setting Oos, too much on it. Out of bounds, past the back line, 19-9. North Shore leads, and Carly Mary will serve this one. She usually gets a good bit of power behind her serves. Mary, jump serve, sends that one over, sailing over, too much on it. So those service errors, 3 points for the other team. 19-10, North Shore leading. Annalise, Giardina, back set over the net, looking to catch him off guard. Tipped over Pierce. Madeline Vollenweider, Anderson, and 2 Mandeville players run into each other. Gomez sends the free ball over. Here's Giardina, back set to Elisha Fleming, and the kill. Going off of Anderson's fist. And it's 20-10. And the cheers coming from the North Shore crowd and the North Shore bench area. They're hyped up here in the first set, 5 away from taking the first set, and they lead by 10 on this Mandeville squad. This one up and over Berthaud. Sanj outside to Pierce, a big hit to the floor as she beat the block of Giardina and Fleming, sending it right through their arms, and it came down to the floor. 20-11. North Shore leading. Victoria Sanj service over, and nobody there. Annalise Vollenweider couldn't get there in time. The ball bounced off the net and hit the floor, and that was a good serve. It looked right as it was coming across the net, it started taking a dive like a sinker. Giardina set up Fleming, tipping it over. Pierce, Berthaud. There's Pierce with the big hit, but Fogan is able to handle it. Outside Annalise Vollenweider. Good hustle from Berthaud, but Katie Johnson can't pop it back up. 21-12. North Shore with the lead here in the first set. And Kaluta checks into the game. Kaluta, another senior for Coach Davis. That one blocked down. You're not going to get that one past Obi Anadi. She's a freshman, but provides a lot of height at the net. I know Sadie Gomez is 6'4", so I'd say Anadi is probably around 6'1" or 6'2". And that one goes out. 22-13. And the freshman Pierce is in to serve for the Lady Skippers. Giardina outside to Vollenweider, pushing it over. And that one, good hustle. Way to make a play by the senior Renee Berthaud. Vollenweider tipping this one over, and that one off the fist of Berthaud. She was looking to hit it toward the net, but it hit toward the backside of her fist and went rolling out the other way. So 23-13. And Giardina is back up to serve for the Lady Panthers. Here's Johnson. They're going to need to send the free ball over. Solange does it. Kaluta up to Giardina. Jump back set to Mary. Big hit, but Solange is there. Here's Johnson outside. That one. And that kill for Annalise Vollenweider. Good placement just past Layla Phillips as it hit here on the near sideline. And checking into the game for the Lady Skippers, Emery Procassi, a sophomore, comes into the game for Phillips here on set point. Giardina floats that one over. Procassi sends it back over. Here's Giardina, set up to Anadi, to the floor, and that will end set one as Northshore takes it 25-13.
St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, an A-rated school district. Graduates with the highest ACT scores in the state. Facilities with the latest technology. Safe and secure schools. A variety of sports. Fine arts. And learning to last a lifetime.
I'm Superintendent Trey Foles, and this is where we educate every child, every day.
And in between the sets, we had a cheer battle going on. It died off right as Dave hit record, but both teams very fired up for this district championship matchup. Northshore serving to start it off, and Taylor Pierce, too much on that one. Northshore on the board first once again here in the second set, as Northshore took the first set, 25-13, looking to keep their foot on the gas pedal throughout this match. Mary, service over. Here's Solange, set, Gabius to the ground. Nobody was back there patrolling that back left area, and she had good placement on it, the freshman there, as no one was within reach. Everybody had been pulled forward and to the right side, or their left. Kaluta with the dig. Big hit, Madeline Vollenweider. And that one tipped up by Mandeville. 2-1, Northshore leads. And that'll bring in Kristen Fogan, another senior for Coach Davis. I remember looking at the roster last year, seeing not a single senior on it. And this year, you've had players who've gotten a lot of playing time since they were freshmen and sophomores on this team for Northshore. Solange outside, Taylor Pierce, big hit. Fleming at the net, and they call Victoria Solange in the net. Solange protesting that one, but the call stands. 3-1, Northshore leads. Service coming from Fogan. Once again, forward spin, diving for it, sent back over. A lot of power on it from the freshman Dosat. Here's Solange setting Pierce. Giardina, Fleming. And a good hustle from Berthaud. Pierce sends that one over. Giardina outside for Vollenweider. Vollenweider did not high point that one. and that one goes into the net. She caught it right as it was, mid-net. She hit it, and it just went down. So 3-2, North Shore leads, but Mandeville is looking to battle back, especially after dropping that first set. And Gomez, way to keep that one alive. Pierce sends the free ball over. Giardina, Fleming on the slide. That one blocked back by Fleming. Mandeville on the defense. Big hit from Johnson for the kill. Senior Katie Johnson for the Lady Skippers. And it's tied up at 3 apiece here in the second set. Songe. Mary pops this one up. Pierce, big hit, too much on that one. There wasn't anybody back there. If she had gotten it just a little bit in, she would have gotten the kill. Too much on it. And North Shore has reclaimed the lead 4-3. Kaluta serving this one over. Here's Songe setting outside to Pierce. Tipping this one over, blocked back by Anati. Big hit from Pierce. Good diving save by Fogan. And Annalise Vollenweider was backing away from it. Nobody else was there. And the ball fell in between as North Shore players were just caught staring. It's tied back up at 4 apiece. And Pierce sends this one over. Fogan had to reach for that one, keeps it in play. Giardina with the push over, and that one out of bounds as Songe dove for it and didn't get under it enough to pop it up. She sent it sailing out into the North Shore cheering section over there. 5-4. Giardina, this one over. Songe setting to Phillips. Here's Johnson, but right to Fogan. And the big hit from Mary. Good hustle from Songe to get under it. Good rally going here. Giardina to Vollenweider. Phillips hit into the net, but it gets over. Here's Mary. Big hit to the ground. And a point for the Lady Panthers as it was out of reach for Pierce, Berthaud, or Songe. And North Shore has a lead of 6-4 here in the second set. And they lead one set to 0. Service over from Giardina. Giardina back set to Mary, big hit. Johnson pushing it over. Giardina back set, Mary blocked, but it's kept alive. Kaluta, Vollenweider once again hitting it not at its highest point, and it goes into the net. 6-5. North Shore leads. Mandeville is looking to battle back. They do not want to go into that 2-0 deficit. Caroline Bonner serves this one over for the Lady Skippers. Oos sends it back over. Here's Vollenweider from the right side to the ground. Wanted redemption for sending it into the net, and that one had no shot of coming back. 7-5 here in the second set. Vollenweider serves this one over. Songe, Johnson, and that's in right on the back line. Great placement, good eye from the line judge to see that one. Checking into the game for Johnson is Hannah Dossat. North Shore leads 7-6. Dossat gets that one over. Here's Giardina setting way outside for Madeline Vollenweider. Madeline Vollenweider packs a powerful punch on it when she gets a hold of it. And Layla Phillips just didn't get a hold of that one. 8-6, North Shore leads. Subs coming in. Checking in for the Lady Panthers is Cameron Clark. And Clark to serve. Gets that one over, popped up. Here's Songe. Big hit from Oos, and she beats the block of Vollenweider and Fleming. And that one goes to the floor as no other players could get hold of it. It's 8-7, North Shore leading here in the second set. Bidwell. This one popped up. Free ball over from Madeline. Oos at the net to the floor as it was out of reach for Victoria Songe. 9-7. Carly Mary back to serve for the Lady Panthers. Mary, service over, popped up by Delsat. Berthaud, free ball, going to be sent over by Pierce. And that one into the net. And they call the point for Mandeville. 4 hits for Northshore. Checking into the game for the Skippers, Sadie Gomez. And Renee Berthaud back to serve. Berthaud gets this one over. Annalise pops it up. Here's Giardina setting Madeline. Big hit, too much on that one. She sends that one sailing out of bounds. Right there past the line judge. It's tied up at 9 apiece here in the second set. Mandeville looking to take the lead right here as Berthaud serves it over. Giardina, Fleming into the net, and Mandeville takes the lead 10-9. And Coach Davis will take a timeout to discuss it with his team. Mandeville leads 10-9 here in the second set. 10-9, Skippers leading here in the second. Coach Davis called the timeout, and coming back from it, Berthaud serves that one over. Here's Mary from beyond the attack line. Pierce has to punch that one over. Giardina setting outside to Madeline Bollenweider. It banks off the net, and they want 4 hits. 4 hits called on the Lady Panthers. That's 2 in a row. 11-9. Skippers have taken the lead. So Berthaud to serve once again. She lines up way to her left. There's Giardina push over, and they will call the double hit on Giardina. Coach Davis and Giardina disagree with the call, but it stands. It's 12-9. Lady Skippers leading. Berthaud serves this one over. There's Annalise. Giardina back set to Mary from beyond the attack line. Here's Songe setting Gomez. Here's Mary once again pushing this one over. Gomez pops it up, and Pierce with the big hit off the fingertips of Annalise Vollenweider, and the Skippers have extended their lead 13-9. So that'll bring up Berthaud to serve once again. Berthaud sends it over. Madeline Bollenweider did not get all of that one, but Northshore able to get the free ball over with Amanda Kaluta. Here's Pierce with the big hit, and they call Northshore in the net. 14-9. Lady Skippers extend their lead. Berthaud looking to make it longer here. And Giardina looking to catch him off guard. Good play by Berthaud. Heads up play there. Set outside. Madeline Bollenweider over the head of Gomez and Songe at the net. You have to change up the tempo every now and then when they're expecting you to just, try and launch a rocket at them. If you slow it down and pop it up and try and tip it over them, you can catch them off guard. And that is what Madeline did right there. 14-10. Pierce, big hit. Giardina Fleming, and that one goes off the fist of Hannah Dosat, looking to get the dig there, and it just hit toward the left side and went out of bounds. So 14-11, North Shore looking to battle back here in the second set. They trail by 3. Fogan back to serve for the Lady Panthers. Launches this one over. Songe outside to Pierce into the net. 14-12. She caught that one at a very low point. Didn't jump to try and hit it. Fogan service once again, floats this one over. There's Berthaud up near the rafters. Big hit from Pierce, jumped on that one, and she got the kill as it's off the fingertips of multiple North Shore players before hitting the ground. Mandeville leads 15-12 here in the second. Katie Johnson checks into the game. Out comes Dosat. Songe service over. And Mary, that's where communication's key, but wow, what a heads-up play by Kaluta to get that one over. And they call a point for Northshore as the double hit is called on the Lady Skippers. So nearly a point for the Skippers there. And Kaluta, as she's falling to the ground, able to get that ball over. What a heads-up play, good job. And Coach Davis has to burn a timeout. He's not happy about that one. And Mandeville leads 15-3 here in the second set. After the timeout, service over from Kaluta. Here's Songe outside to Pierce. Big hit blocked at the net and to the ground as Gomez couldn't get there. The block from Anati and Giordina. Very difficult to get it over Anati when you're hitting it right at her. You're going to have to place it either to the left or to the right of her or try and dink it over with a tip. Songe back set to Gomez on the slide. And Pierce sends the free ball over. Giordina over to Vollenweider to the floor as it banked off the hands of Gomez and Johnson. Went to the floor and they tied it up there. So that timeout worked with Coach Davis. He wasn't happy about it, but he got him refocused and it's tied up at 15 apiece. And that one is an ace for Kaluta. And Northshore has reclaimed the lead 16-15 here in the second set of this district championship matchup. Kaluta, service over. Here's Songe, back set to Pierce. Good hustle from Fogan to pop that one back up. Here's Vollenweider. And there's Songe kind of under duress, had to extend out there, and she barely got it up. And Gomez couldn't reach it there either. And Coach Lindelow will take a timeout as North Shore leads 17-15 here in the second set. Service over from Kaluta after the Mandeville timeout. Here's Songe outside to Johnson, blocked at the net and to the floor. 18-15. North Shore leads and Kaluta continuing to serve, checking into the game. Braden Nowakowski, a sophomore. More young players for Coach Lindelow. Kaluta, service over. Pierce with the tip to the floor. And that goes back to it, changing up the tempo on them when they're expecting you to just slap it right at them. If you slow it down, you can catch them off guard. And there, she kind of tipped it into their arms, and it banked off to the right and to the floor. Pierce, that service pulled left and out of bounds. So 19-16 North Shore. And Ashlyn Anderson checking in for Taylor Pierce. Freshman coming in for a freshman. You know, future is bright for the Skippers. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores. They're going to be coming back next year. And that one off the rafters. That's an ace for the Lady Panthers. And Coach Lindelow will take another timeout as North Shore leads 20-16 here in the second set. Giordina, jump service over Layla Phillips with the dig. Here's Songe outside for Phillips, big hit. And Giordina able to get it back up. Here's Kaluta. They're going to need to send the free ball over. Excuse me, that was Fogan. Kaluta sends the free ball over. Songe out to Phillips. Big hit blocked and out of bounds. Point for the Lady Skippers. That one went out of bounds off the arm of Anati. North Shore still leads 20-17. Caroline Bonner checks into the game for Sadie Gomez. Bonner service over, popped up by Mary. Giordina back set, Annalise with the tip. This one going the other way, still going the wrong way. Needed to get that one over and it gets there. Well done by Mary, and now to the floor. The freshman, Gabby Oos, sending it to the ground. 20-18, Mandeville looking to battle back here in the second. Bonner, service goes over. Fogan did not get all of that one, and that'll hit the floor as Nowakowski was in position to put the roof on it, but nobody from the North Shore team was able to get to the area to pop that ball back up. Mandeville within one of tying this one up, 20-19, and Bonner's service pulled left and out of bounds, 21-19. Vollenweider in the serve. She puts this one over. Berthaud, Songe, Oos. Block looking to pop it back up. They want a call of in the net. Coach Davis wants the officials to call it. No change, as they didn't see it. Everybody on the North Shore side saying that was blatantly obvious, but no call from the officials. And it's 21-20, North Shore leading. Giardina up, Mary, big hit. Anderson able to get it back up. Here's Berthaud sending the free ball over. Giardina outside, big hit from Madeline Vollenweider. And that one off the hands of Oos and Songe to the floor. It's 22-20. North Shore leading. And Cameron Clark checks into the game to serve for the Lady Panthers. Forward spin gets that one over. There's Berthaud, Songe, Phillips. Mary tips it over. Songe outside to Phillips. Cameron Clark sends it into the North Shore bench area, and the Mandeville cheering section is fired up. Here in homecoming week, homecoming football game tomorrow, all fired up. 22-21. North Shore still continues to lead. Mandeville looking to battle back right here as the sophomore Bidwell serves it over. Giardina back set, Mary with the push. Nobody there. There in the back right corner, nobody defending it. Bidwell and Berthaud out of position to make a play on the ball as it was pushed over. 23-21. Carly Mary. Service goes over and nearly had a sinker to it. Pierce blocked down, and they need to get this one over. Pierce sends that one into the net as she tried to tip it over and catch the Lady Panthers off guard. Pierce just didn't hit it at the right spot and sent it into the net. And here we are, set point. 24-21, North Shore leads. Here's Mary, jump serve over. Popped up here, Songe, big hit from Oos to the floor as Madeline Vollenweider and Fleming couldn't get the block there. They were too far off the net. The ball hit them in the arms and just sunk, went straight down. 24-22. Service over from Berthaud. Kaluta pops it up, Giardina. Fleming, and that's out of bounds. 24-23. Berthaud continuing to serve. Both cheering sections getting very loud. Berthaud, service over. Vollenweider pops this one up. Giardina popped up and free ball over for Pierce. There was too much on that one. Mary touched it and it goes sailing past the back line. That one, had it not been touched, that one was going out. That would have ended the set. But now it's tied up at 24 apiece here in the second set. This gym is very loud. Both teams fired up. Berthaud, service over, Annalise. Giardina, Mary. Songe, and here's Pierce looking to tip it over. It goes into the net, and Gomez can't pop it up as it hit just too low. 25-24, North Shore takes the lead, and that'll bring in Kristen Fogan to serve. She's looking to put away set two. And Mandeville looking to keep this set going. Fogan sends this one over. Berthaud, Bidwell, Pierce sends the free ball over, and that's out of bounds over here near the North Shore bench, and that will end the second set as North Shore takes it 26-24. Set three, North Shore leads 2-0. And Renee Berthaud serves for the Lady Skippers to get this one started, and Carly Mary tips it over out of reach of Hannah Delsat to start off the third set. That'll bring up Carly Mary to serve. Last time these two teams played, they went to 4. So Mandeville looking to extend this match, bring it to a fourth and a fifth set. And they call the double hit on the Lady Panthers. 1-1 here in this one, but Mandeville finds themselves in a 2-0 hole. Songe serves this one over. Here's Giardina setting over to Madeline Vollenweider, a laser hit, but it's popped up by Ashlyn Anderson, and the double hit is called on the Lady Skippers. So North Shore leads 2-1. Brings in Kristen Fogan. Fogan, service over. Anderson, Songe to Gomez, looking to tip it over. Vollenweider, big hit. Berthaud able to pop it up here. Songe, back set to Johnson. Giardina, back set to Mary from beyond the attack line. Too much on that one, a lot of power. Too much on it. Goes sailing past that back line, and it's tied up at 2 apiece. Layla Phillips checks into the game for Anderson. And the freshman Taylor Pierce is back to serve. Gets that one over. Here's Giardina back set. Fleming tip and out of reach for a diving Taylor Pierce. That back right corner. We've seen a lot of attacks to those areas. They're left open a lot of the time, but both Mandeville and North Shore have scored hitting it to that back right corner. Here's Berthaud, Songe, Gomez at the net, big hit. Set outside, Vollenweider blocked down as Gomez and Johnson put the roof on it. Caroline Bonner checks into the game to serve in for Gomez. Gabby Oos in for Berthaud. Bonner, service over, too much on that one. Goes sailing out past the back line. And it's 4-3, North Shore leading here in the third set. Giardina is back to serve. She gets that one over. Songe, big hit from Oos off the hands of Anati and out of bounds. It's tied up at 4 apiece once again. Hannah Dawsat back to serve for the Lady Skippers. Dawsat gets it over, popped up Fogan. Outside, here's Mary. Popped back up, Kaluta gets there in time, and Vollenweider pushes it over for the Lady Panthers. Here's Layla Phillips to the ground as she hit it out of reach for Kristen Fogan. Couldn't get there in time. A lot of power on that hit from Phillips. 5-4, Skippers have the lead. Fogan. Here's Vollenweider at the net, blocked back by the Skippers. Here's Giardina looking to catch him off guard. She tips it over, but Berthaud is there. Here's Phillips. Outside Vollenweider, big hit at the net. Pushed over, and a desperation play as Phillips and Berthaud both dove for it. Phillips hit it to the side, and it went sailing into the Skipper bench area, and it's tied at 5 apiece here in the third set. And the cheering section for the Lady Panthers has gotten loud. They've been loud all match. Vollenweider, this one goes straight up into the air. Free ball goes over for Gabby Oos. Giardina back set. Mary, big hit. Songe, Phillips. Giardina back set to Mary once again, who tips it over. And good play from Berthaud to get there. Free ball over from Pierce. Good diving save from the senior Renee Berthaud. And Madeline Vollenweider, that's tipped. And the point for the Lady Panthers as they reclaim the lead 6-5. Even if that one wasn't touched, it looked to hit in that back left corner. But Madeline Vollenweider packs a punch when she swings at it. And this will bring up her older sister, Annalise. Pierce. Songe looked to get it over. It rode the net down and fell to the floor, 7-5 North Shore. So you have Annalise Vollenweider serving, Madeline Vollenweider at the net. They also have another younger sister named Caroline Vollenweider, and Dave Williams and I interviewed them yesterday for a story that we're doing on them. They all get to play varsity together as sisters, as Gabby Oos gets the kill there for the Lady Skippers. North Shore leads 7-6, but we'll have more on that later this season. That report is coming soon. Really a good family. Got to talk to them. They're very close. And the service goes out of bounds from Ashlyn Anderson. It was cool getting to talk to them and hearing their perspective of playing as sisters all on varsity for the Lady Panthers. Cameron Clark checking into the game for the Lady Panthers. She serves that one over. That one had a lot of power to it. Big hit from Taylor Pierce. Annalise calling for it. Called her sister off. Madeline hits that one over. Here's Berthaud. Pierce. Mary back set Giardina, and that'll go off the hand of Taylor Pierce and out of bounds near the scorer's table. Excuse me. As North Shore extends their lead 9-6 here in the third set. Service over. Wow, good save for the freshman Anderson. Giardina up, Mary tip, wide open, that back right corner out of reach for Anderson. 10-6. North Shore leads, and Cameron Clark, a junior for Coach Davis, will continue to serve. Service goes over, Anderson pops it up, there's Sanj at the net, down, Gabby Oos with a laser. To the floor, big hit, Mandeville cheering section liked that one. 10-7. And that'll bring up Renee Berthaud. Berthaud, only returning starter from last year's squad, and an ace for Berthaud. They lost 5 starters on that squad last year. Sam Gomez in attendance here. She plays for Southeastern. She graduated last year. She was a big part of the success of last year's squad. Here's Madeline Vollenweider. She sends a laser towards Mandeville, and Anderson able to respond. That one sent back down. Fleming beat by Gomez at the net. Sanj looking to catch him off guard, punched up by Vollenweider. She has to push this one. And the big hit from Pierce. Mary, big hit from Vollenweider, and too much on it. Out of bounds, point for the Lady Skippers, and they're within 1 of tying this one up at 10-9. Here in the third, North Shore leads. Berthaud gets that one over. Giardina, Vollenweider. Sanj to Gomez. Vollenweider, big hit, and that one was tipped, the kill for Madeline Vollenweider. Madeline, a junior, has also one of those players who's been getting significant playing time since she was a freshman for Coach Davis. It's 11-9 here in the third set. North Shore leads. Mary, service goes over. Pierce, free ball goes over with Sanj. Giardina back set, Fleming, big hit. This one errant off the hand of Anderson and out of bounds, 12-9. As the Lady Panthers look to extend their lead. And Coach Lindelof will take a timeout. Here as North Shore leads 12-9 here in the third set. Carly Mary serving for the Lady Panthers as they lead 12-9. Coach Lindelof called the timeout to talk it over with her squad and get them refocused here in the third, and putting the roof on it, Amanda Giardina, the Tulane commit. Mary back to serve once again, 13-9. Mary service goes over. Anderson, Sanj, Gomez, that's in. That's in right there in the back left corner. And Coach Davis looks at the officials and says, yep, that's a good call. I'm not going to dispute that one. But it was right there in the back left corner. Good placement from the sophomore Gomez. And that service goes into the net from Sanj. 14-10, Lady Panthers lead. And Fogan. Service over Anderson. Here's Sanj outside to Pierce, and she beat the block. They didn't have their hands up and over, angled to where it would come back down. They had their hands straight up, and the ball went straight through their hands and to the floor behind them. Nobody was backing them up behind them, so it just hit the ground. Nobody was there. Pierce serves this one over. Here's Giardina outside for Vollenweider. Big hit, and that's off the hand of Sanj. It was initially banked off the hands of Johnson and Gomez. Sanj tried to make the save, and it went out there into the Mandeville cheering section. So North Shore leads 15-11 here in the third set. Kaluta serves this one over. Pierce. Sanj back set to Johnson with the big hit. Mary from beyond the attack line had a lot of power on that one. They're going to need to get the free ball over. Gomez gets it there. Giardina outside to Vollenweider, a big hit. Berthaud responds. Here's Phillips. And that one bouncing off of the chest of Kaluta. Good save from Vollenweider, and Anati sends it over. Johnson to the ground. The big hit knocked Kaluta back. And she wasn't able to get the ball up. It just rolled forward and down to the ground. 15-12. In for Gomez is Caroline Bonner. In for Berthaud is Oos. Bonner, service over. Giardina looking to catch him off guard, and she does. Well done, another one of those change in tempos. Everybody's up near the net. She's able to tip it over, catching them off guard. They're expecting a set. Goes over their head and to the floor. Nobody's able to respond. 16-12. North Shore leads, tipped over by Johnson. Need to get the free ball over. Mary does. Sanj. Oos. And that one out over here on the near side. 17-12. That was very close. But I'm not looking right down the line. It's just right in front of me. And I believe the line judge made the right call there. Here's Sanj setting Oos, and it's blocked right back down on her by Obi Anati, the freshman. And Coach Lindelof will take a timeout as North Shore leads 18-12 here in the third set. 18-12, North Shore leads. Here serving Amanda Giardina. Oh, and Renee Berthaud was trying to read that one the whole way, making sure she didn't unnecessarily hit it as it was going out of bounds, but it sunk, and she hit it at the last second and sent it to the ground. But she was trying to get, had it gone out, we would have said good eye, like that time. Good eye from Renee Berthaud, reading that one the whole way and letting it go. It's 19-13. North Shore leads here in the third set, and that brings in Hannah Dawsat to serve for the Lady Skippers. Dawsat service goes over. She gets that sinker to it, and they call the double hit on Giardina. 19-14. Mandeville looking to battle back. North Shore took the first set 25-13. The second one 26-24. Mandeville wants to force an extra set. Dawsat had a lot on that one, and it goes off the fingertips of Carly Mary and rolling out of bounds. 19-15. An ace for the freshman, Dawsat. Dawsat service. She hit that one as the ball was coming down. She hit it at about a middle point and hit it right into the net. Wasn't able to get any loft on it. So 20-15, North Shore leads. And Annalise Vollenweider, a senior captain, serving for the Lady Panthers. Phillips with the kill. Gets it around Anati and Mary. That's hard to do when you're hitting it right at them. 20-16. That'll bring in Ashlyn Anderson, a freshman for the Lady Skippers, serving this one forward spin. Kaluta, Giardina outside, Vollenweider punching it back in. Way to make a play there. Mary, Songe, and Pierce sends this one over. Vollenweider, Madeline, big hit, too much on that one, but Anderson was hitting it. That one was going out of bounds, and they're able to get it back over to North Shore. Giardina outside to Madeline Vollenweider. Good play from Berthaud. Vollenweider diving for it. Here's Giardina pushing it over. And Pierce sends a free ball over. Kaluta, Giardina, Mary at the net, and this one falls to the ground as Gabby Oos and Taylor Pierce unable to get it back up and over. And North Shore leads 21-16 here in the third set. And Cameron Clark in the serve. She's had success serving tonight. She gets that one over. And Fleming wanted to slap it back down, but Songe, too tall, gets in her way. Songe, free ball over. Giardina. Fleming, double hit called on Giardina. Coach Davis does not like that call from the officials. 21-17. Service over, Berthaud. Giardina set, Fleming. Songe, Gomez hitting it over. Beyond the attack line, Giardina. Good hustle from Berthaud to get there. And here's Pierce with the attack. Giardina outside to Madeline Vollenweider. She hits it into the net. It comes back down. North Shore continuing on. Mary, tip over. Songe outside to Pierce. Big hit. And that one hits the North Shore bench areas. It was too much for Amanda Giardina to respond to. She barely got that one up as she put her hands up, and it looked to almost come through. 21-18, North Shore leads here in the third set, and Coach Davis will take a timeout to talk it over with his squad as his team leads 21-18. Mandeville optimistic, chanting, "I believe that we will win." Right now they're down 2-0, and North Shore is on the offensive as they lead 22-18. It's Carly Mary there pushing it to that back right corner, and that'll drop Mary back to serve. Mary, service up and over, too much on it. Good eye from the freshman Anderson, letting that one go out of bounds. 22-19, and that's the problem when you have as much power as Mary packs behind all of her hits, not just her serves. Sometimes you'll send them sailing out of bounds. Here's Giardina setting up Madeline Vollenweider, a big hit. And Pierce sends it over. Here's Giardina, big hit from Vollenweider. Songe, and they call the double hit on Victoria Songe. 23-19. North Shore leading. And Kristen Fogan, a senior for Coach Davis, in the serve. Fogan gets that one over. Katie Johnson able to pop it up, and they call another double hit on the Lady Skippers, and that makes it match point. Match point, excuse me, as North Shore leads 24-19. And Fogan looking to put this one away. She sends this one over. Anderson, here's Songe. Big hit from Gomez to the floor. The kill for Sadie Gomez. 24-20, North Shore leading, and Taylor Pierce will serve this one. Gomez, big presence at the net, 6'4", sophomore for Coach Lindelof. So, you know, Coach Lindelof excited about her building to the future. Here's set point to Giardina, and they call the double hit on Giardina. (24-21). Pierce, out of bounds service. And North Shore will take the match in 3 as they take the final set 25-21. So let's take a second to send out our thank yous to those who helped bring you this game, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Trey Folse, our director of broadcasting, Dr. Melody Menard, cameraman, editor, and coordinator of Channel 13, Dave the Rave Williams. So for Mandeville High School, where the North Shore High Lady Panthers win the district by defeating the Mandeville Skippers 3-0. My name is Grant Yenny. You are now leaving the Prep Zone.